Welcome back to the channel, folks. We're getting back on the 64 Chevy blue panel truck, and first off I want to say thank you to all the subscribers who have been sticking with me for the last 6 months or so and watching my videos, and also a big welcome to all the new subscribers that showed up in the last few days, pretty much overnight. So I want to say welcome to you, and I hope you stick with me and I don't disappoint. And all of this is kind of because of my good friend Doug at Ellis Car Customs, and he gave me another great shout out and brought a bunch of people to the channel, and I'm grateful for that. And you've got to check him out. He's got a great channel. He's basically building a 57 Chevy two-door hardtop into a 57 two-door Nomad, which is incredible. I mean, these cars are wrecks, and he is just putting them together, like, cut and hacking different roofs and all that stuff. And yeah, a bunch of cats too for some reason. I'm not sure about that part, but they're cool and they keep the mice away. So yeah, you got to check them out. Anyways, let's get on this project. I got to get that cowl panel attached to this truck somehow. I'm a little bit leery about putting all that heat under the windshield and that, so I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do. Panel adhesive maybe, some welding, sheet metal screws, whatever I can do. Anyways, let's get to it, and I hope to see you in the shop. Thanks again. Okay, getting back on the 64 Chev panel truck. Last time I ended up drilling all these spot welds out from this cowl section that was rotted. So now I got to grind all this down with the flap disc and proceed to weld up all these holes, and then I could put the replacement panel back on here and spot weld it on. So that's the plan. So let me get this cleaned up and see how we go from there. I think I'll hit that with the wire brush while I'm at it. Well, that's got this all cleaned up as best I can. Good enough to weld it. And I still got a flange in here that I got to take off. Okay, now I've got to remove the remains of that panel, which is this bottom flange here, which is pretty rusty. Some of this I can just wiggle off with the vice grips. Another piece. It's getting there. Let's drill some of these. Let's see. I finally got all this cleaned out in this cowl area, all ground and, well, best I can anyways. There's some rust there I still got to treat, but as you can see over here, I still got those to weld up. Whoop. and those down in there. The metal's a little bit thin because of the rust, I guess. But yeah, I'm just going to carry on with this and get this job out of the way. All right, I'll catch you in a bit. Okay, so yeah, I finally got all these holes welded up under the windshield here where that cowl panel was. Pretty much right across. A lot of rust here still, but I'm going to treat that, and hopefully that's going to be okay. And yeah, so here's the panel that the replacement panel that I got to put in, which came from my parts truck, which is in a lot better shape than the other one. Had some rust on the inside, but I treated all that, and it's ready for priming. And then I figure out how I'm going to get back on the truck. It's either a spot weld it back on, or a plug weld, I should say, or panel adhesive. So I haven't made up my mind yet. We'll see how it goes. Anyways, going to get carrying on here. Got things pretty cleaned up there in the cowl area. I ended up epoxying it to the bottom of the windshield with a bunch of sheet metal screws to hold it till it dried. And same in here. It's just too difficult a place to weld. And I didn't want to put too much heat under the bottom of that windshield, seeing as how that metal's kind of thin there now. So that just leaves this joint here, which I can weld up, and then one on the other side. So that's the plan for tonight. Anyways, let me get set up. I finally got that cowl piece welded back in and epoxied, and just about everything I could throw at it I did. Not the greatest job, but you know, you got to learn somewhere. And I got the firewall sanded down, more or less. That's 80 grit. I got to feather edge it a bit more, and then get some primer on it, but it's coming up pretty good. All the rust is taken care of. So yeah, now I just got to fine tune it and hit it with the primer and some paint. So we'll see how that goes. Thanks for watching, folks. I'm really glad that finally got that panel on there, because that was driving me nuts, just taking way too long, and just want to move on to something else. So it's there. Next thing is going to be some painting of the firewall, and that's going to be a nice change for me, just something different, you know what I mean? So anyways, if you need any U-Haul trailering tips, I've got a video up here that might help you out. And don't forget about Doug at Ellis Car Customs. And I got a couple other guys here just doing fantastic work, so check them out. Anyways, I hope to see you on the next one, and thanks again. Take care.